Good morning. We'll go ahead and call to order the second meeting of the House Standing Committee on Banking and Insurance of the 2022 session. At this time, we will go ahead and have the clerk call the roll. For those of you participating online, please let us know if you're that you are participating from your office. Thank you.
Representative Bentley. Representative Fisher.
Here in the room.
Representative Flannery.
Present from my annex office.
Thank you. Representative Frazier Gordon.
Present in the room.
Representative Gooch.
Present in my annex office.
Thank you. Representative Hatton.
Present in the room.
Representative Kirk McCormick.
Present in the room.
Representative Koenig.
Here in the room.
Representative Kulkarni.
Present in the room.
Representative Lockett.
Here in the room.
Representative McPherson. Representative Meredith. Representative Pollock.
Here in the room.
Representative Roberts. Representative Santoro. Representative Smith. Here. Representative Stevenson.
Here in the room.
Representative Upchurch.
Here in the room.
Representative Westrom. Vice Chair Lewis.
Present in the room.
Chairman Rowland.
Present. We do have a quorum authorized to transact business this morning. We only have this room for an hour this morning. I think another committee comes in at 12. So we want to go ahead and get started. We're going to go a little bit out of order this morning. We'll do House Bill 307, then 380. Then we'll come back and do 170 and finish up with 474. So at this time, I'll turn it over to Vice Chair Lewis and to go down and present a couple bills.
Thank you, Chairman. It's come to my knowledge that we have Department of Insurance on Zoom, and they will be presenting on some of the bills here today. Chairman, if you want to introduce yourself and your guests. We're hearing House Bill 307.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Members of the committee, State Representative Bart Rowland, 21st House District.
J.D. Cheney, Executive Director and CEO of the Kentucky League of Cities.
Thank you. House Bill 307 is a Kentucky League of Cities initiative that was brought to my attention earlier in the session. The League of Cities participated in a benchmarking initiative with group self-insurance funds similar to them all across the country. J.D. relayed to me that they made very high marks in all categories. One that they were just a little bit subpar in was investments. And they actually have good returns on investments, but current KRS statute has some restrictions on group self-insurance funds and how they can invest, where they can invest. So this bill attempts to make some updates to that, which will let them perform better. It will also help.
Motion on the bill.
Second. We do have a motion and a second. Are there any questions or comments?
Not only would the change to the investment strategy help the League of Cities, but the Kentucky Association of Counties has a large group self-insurance fund, and they insure most of the counties in the state. Kentucky Association of General Contractors has one of the largest self-insured groups in the country, and that's headquartered right here in Kentucky. Your highway contractors and a lot of your business owners participate in that. We're happy to answer any questions.
Seeing no questions or comments, Madam Secretary, please call the roll.
Representative Bentley. Representative Fisher.
Yes.
Representative Flannery.
Aye.
Representative Frazier Gordon.
Yes.
Representative Gooch.
Yes.
Representative Hatton.
Yes.
Representative Kirk McCormick.
Yes.
Representative Koenig.
Yes.
Representative Kulkarni.
Yes.
Representative Lewis.
Yes.
Representative Lockett.
Yes.
Representative McPherson.
Yes.
Representative Meredith. Representative Pollock.
Yes.
Representative Roberts.
Yes.
Representative Santoro. Yes. Representative Smith. Yes. Representative Stevenson.
Yes.
Representative Upchurch.
Yes.
Representative Westrom. Chairman Rowland.
Yes.
Votes coming in. House Bill 307 is reported favorably, and with expressing the same should pass. Mr. Chairman, I believe you have House Bill 380 up next.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, members of the committee. House Bill 380 is a in-coil model bill which attempts to modernize Kentucky's decades-old insurance rebating laws. There are two primary sections in this legislation that House Bill 380 attempts to change. The first part allows rebating laws to keep pace with recent product innovations. Consumers now benefit due to recent innovations from premium discounts that are available to them through technology devices like telematics. Those are the things that you plug into your vehicle, and depending on how good of a driver you are, you can see a discount on your premium at your renewal. Other carriers are providing electronic devices that might monitor your water heater so they could alert you before a leak happens. All these things cost the insurance companies money, and they're provided to the consumer at no charge. So just to be certain that we're not skirting the current rebating laws, we are updating that section of the bill to allow that. The second part of it, the second part of the bill that we are updating is the decades-old gift limit. The current limit is limited to $25 that any one agent can give to a consumer. That is being raised to $250. We are also increasing the amount for raffles or drawings to $500, and that is what the bill does. If there's any questions, we will be glad to try and answer them.
Second.
We have a motion second. Real quick, would your guests like to introduce themselves?
Chris Nolan with the Insurance Institute of Kentucky, and I think the chairman did a fine job explaining the bill, so
Always
here
does.
to answer questions if needed.
Any questions or comments? Madam Secretary, please call the roll.
Representative Bentley? Yes. Representative Fisher?
Yes.
Representative Flannery?
Yes.
Representative Frazier Gordon?
Yes.
Representative Gooch?
Yes.
Representative Hatton?
Yes.
Representative Kirk McCormick?
Yes.
Representative Koenig?
Yes.
Representative Cole Carney?
Yes.
Representative Lewis?
Yes.
Representative Lockett?
Yes.
Representative McPherson?
Yes.
Representative Meredith? Yes, ma'am. Representative Pollock?
Yes, ma'am.
Representative Roberts?
Yes.
Representative Santoro? Yes. Representative Smith? Yes. Representative Stevenson?
Yes.
Representative Upchurch?
Yes.
Representative Westrom? Chairman Rowland?
Yes.
House Bill 380 passes favorably. Same should pass. Thank you.
Thank you, Chair Lewis. We'll now move on to House Bill 170, sponsored by Representative Fisher. Whenever you're ready, introduce yourself and you may proceed.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Joe Fisher, State Representative from the 68th House District. Thank you for hearing House Bill 170. This is another N-coil model. We do have a committee substitute, and I would move for its adoption.
Can we get a motion? We have a motion for Representative Lewis. Second for Representative Pollock. All in favor? Aye. All right, we're considering the committee sub now.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. House Bill 170, as amended by the committee sub, will allow parents or other legal custodians of minor children to compromise and settle small claims on behalf of the child without the need or expense of conducting a guardianship or conservatorship. The Minor Settlement Act only applies if the proceeds of the settlement are no more than $25,000 net of attorney fees and other legal costs. The child is protected because the settlement funds must be deposited into a federally insured savings account or deferred annuity in the sole name of the minor child. The restricted arrangement means that the funds cannot be withdrawn unless the minor dies or until the minor reaches age 18, or unless there is a court order allowing the custodian or minor child to withdraw the funds. Now, with respect to the right to withdraw funds, let me point out to the committee that we noticed a drafting oversight on page 2 of the committee substitute. Those are lines 9, 17, and 25. And we're going to handle this, I believe, by a floor amendment. So instead of the withdrawal right being limited pursuant to a court order, the language should read under any of the circumstances set forth in paragraph 4 of the section. So all the circumstances when the child reaches age 18 or the child dies or a court order, then withdrawal would be permitted. We believe this bill is a safe and cost-effective way to settle small claims and to preserve proceeds for the child when he or she reaches the age of majority. As I said, it's based on the NCOIL bill model bill that we passed in 2020. And I want to thank our friends at the Kentucky Justice Association for providing language that clarifies the procedures to be used when settling these small claims. And we inserted the KJA language in the committee substitute. Is there any questions?
Motion on the bill?
We have a motion and a second. We do have questions. Representative Hatton.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Representative Fisher, is this contemplated for all minor settlements regardless of whether parents have custody or de facto custodians, or is there any difference?
No, any person that has legal custody of that child. It could be a parent or it could be some other person.
Okay, and follow-up question, please. So it's just for net settlements under $25,000, and it will change the way we handle all minor settlements for any of those smaller settlements.
Yeah, and it could be insurance settlements, it could be estate settlements, it could be proceeds from a sale of real estate as well.
And if I may, so we would no longer need to file that guardianship process in district court if it's a settlement that nets the minor less than $25,000.
Correct.
Okay. And have county attorneys or legal aid or anyone else like that weighed in?
Nobody has objected to any of this.
Okay.
The current language allows for $10,000.
Okay. Thank you.
Any other questions, comments from committee members? Seeing none, clerk, will you please call the roll?
Representative Bentley? Yes. Representative Fisher?
Yes.
Representative Flannery?
Yes.
Representative Frazier Gordon?
Yes.
Representative Gooch?
Yes.
Representative Hatton?
Yes.
Representative Kirk McCormick?
Yes.
Representative Koenig?
Yes.
Representative Cole Carney?
Briefly explain, I'm going to pass today. I just have a couple of questions for the sponsor that I'd like to clarify before voting. Thank you.
Representative Lewis?
Yes.
Representative Lockett?
Yes.
Representative McPherson?
Yes.
Representative Meredith? Representative Pollock?
Yes.
Representative Roberts?
Yes.
Representative Santoro? Yes. Representative Smith? Yes. Representative Stevenson? Yes. Representative Upchurch?
Yes.
Representative Westrom? Chairman Rowland?
Yes. Motion does pass. Congratulations, Representative Fisher. Look forward to hearing it on the floor and seeing your floor amendment.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Representative Bentley.
Mr. Chairman, I'd like a quarter yes vote on 307.
Duly noted. And then our last bill this morning is House Bill 474. That will be Representative Pollock. Representative Pollock is a new member to this committee, and I failed to introduce him to the committee the last time. I apologize for that. So we're going to give you the hot seat this morning, and you're welcome to introduce yourself and proceed with your first bill in this committee.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I am Michael Sarge Pollock, Representative District 51. Mr. Chairman, members of the committee, thank you for taking the time to consider House Bill 474. It's a data security bill for insurance licensees. This bill is based on the NAIC's insurance data security model law and is supported by the Kentucky Department of Insurance. We've all heard concerning stories about high-profile data breaches, ransomware demands on major businesses in the United States and around the world. In many of these breaches, sensitive consumer information is compromised, and unfortunately our insurers have not been immune to these cyber security attacks. This legislation creates a uniform, consistent, risk-based, and flexible framework for individual states to address emerging threats and technologies. The bill applies to all licensees, which includes insurance companies and agents. but it exempts agencies and companies that have less than 50 employees. The legislation requires licensees with 50 employees or more to identify internal, external threats to their individual information systems, develop an information security plan and submit that plan to the department, investigate cybersecurity events when they occur, and report those events to the Department of Insurance. The bill recognizes the technology or the technical solutions that companies implement be based on their risk assessments and provides for the reporting of cybersecurity events that could potentially cause consumers harm. We've worked with all the stakeholders and the insurance companies to make sure their concerns are addressed in this bill, and everyone has signed off on its content. Mr. Chairman, that is a broad summary of the legislation, and I have representatives with the Department of Insurance here by Zoom call with us today to answer any questions that this committee may have.
Thank you, Representative. We do have one question at this time from Representative Meredith.
Representative, you mentioned the reporting of these types of incidents and things like that. I'm sure there would be a hierarchy of how those are reported. Would that be akin to the system of fouls, intentional fouls, and technical fouls?
All the above.
Motion on the bill.
Second.
We do have a motion and a second on the bill. Representative Santoro.
So this is cybersecurity?
Yes, sir.
So is Putman or any of them guys, is past president involved in any of this high-tech stuff? What's going on?
Basically, no, they're not. And as far as I know, this is a Department of Insurance.
Oh, all right. I'm just worried about there. The cyber stuff is crazy.
Yeah, understand. Thank you for your question.
Representative Lockett.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I don't want to throw a block call on this bill, but I do have a question for you.
Yes, sir.
On page 6, section 3 talks about each licensee shall. So there's a list of things there that this would require employers to do. Is that correct?
That's correct, with 50 employees or more.
Okay. Can you foresee or even guess in terms of the cost that might be associated with this? This is a mandate that we are putting on employers. Can you tell me about what kind of cost that you would foresee with this?
At this time, I'm going to refer that question to the Department of Insurance Commissioner, Sharon Clark. Is she here on the Zoom?
Yes, this is Sharon Clark, Commissioner of Insurance, and I also have in the room Abigail Gall and Sean Orm with the Commissioner's Office. And thank you, Representative Pollack, for taking on this bill. We do not have a cost that is associated, but I can tell you that the cost to the insurance company when a cyber event takes place would be thousands of additional dollars as opposed to what the initial cost was for them to do their due diligence in maintaining a system that protects consumers and also in the reporting of that.
Thank you.
Any other questions, comments from the committee members? Representative McPherson.
Yes, so I was going to ask a question. I apologize for not reading it more thoroughly. So if you have 50 or more employees, and this is probably for the commissioner, you have to provide a plan. But can you still opt out of the insurance itself? Or is it mandated that we have to carry insurance if you have 50 or more employees?
Yes, sir. This is particularly for the insurance companies. It is not for outside employers or private businesses. It simply is an insurance company, and I will say that there have been 6 cybersecurity events involving the insurance industry since 2015. So if an insurance company or an agency that has 50 or more employees has reason to believe that they have been attacked, they are to report that to the Department of Insurance, investigate it, and report it. It is not applicable to the other businesses outside the insurance industry.
Okay, that was my question. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
So, just to clarify, the bill says that agencies, insurance agencies specifically with over 50 employees, are to develop a plan and do all the things that are in that section and provide that to the department. Agencies, just like private businesses, can purchase cyber insurance. So if there is a breach and then those notification requirements are triggered, that policy would pay any cost that the agency incurs for that notification, and probably also some legal cost as well. So that is optional. Private businesses can buy cyber insurance. Independent insurance agencies can buy cyber insurance. We have a policy, and we sell those policies all the time. Any other questions? Seeing none, Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Representative Bentley? No. Representative Fisher?
Yes.
Representative Flannery?
Yes.
Representative Frazier Gordon?
No.
Representative Gooch?
Yes.
Representative Hatton?
I just can't participate in the hazing. I'm going to vote yes.
Representative Kirk McCormick? Representative Kirk McCormick?
Yes.
Representative Koenig?
No.
Representative Kulkarni?
Yes.
Representative Lewis?
No.
Representative Lockett?
Yes.
Representative McPherson?
Yes.
Representative Meredith? No, ma'am. Representative Pollock?
Yes.
Representative Roberts?
I think I'm going to pass.
Representative Santoro? No. Representative Smith? No. Representative Stevenson?
No.
Representative Upchurch?
Absolutely not.
Representative Westrom? Chairman Rowland?
This one's not looking good, Representative. I'm sorry.
I understand.
Mr. Chairman, I'd make a motion to reconsider the vote that we just took.
Okay.
Well, as someone who voted on the prevailing side.
I know that was on the prevailing side. But.
Would any other member like to change or explain their vote at this time?
Mr. Chairman, since I voted no, I've had the opportunity to read this bill, and I now see the genius of it, so I would like to change my vote to yes.
Duly noted. Representative Bentley?
Yes, same as Representative Keeney. I want to change mine to yes.
Representative Stevenson?
I'll change mine as well.
I'll vote yes, Mr. Chairman.
Representative Frazier Gordon?
I'll reconsider and vote yes.
Santoro? Upchurch?
Absolutely yes.
Chairman, I'd like to explain my vote
Yes, sir.
on change. That's a good example of cyber attack.
That's absolutely.
It was going through
Yes.
and circulating, so your bill probably will take effect.
Okay.
And the chairman would like to record a yes vote as well.
Mr. Chairman, I'll vote yes today, but I reserve the right to vote no on the floor. Thank you.
We got more questions.
Representative Roberts?
I'll go ahead and affirm a yes, not waffle on this one.
Thank you, Representative.
You made quite the comeback. I mean, you were down by 20.
I was down by 20.
Got some good calls in the end.
I gave a technical foul to change the momentum.
That's
and,
right.
I got
your bill passes. Congratulations.
Thank you all so much.
Clutch and hitting his free throws, Mr. Chairman.
Any other business to come before the committee?
Move we adjourn.
What's it? Oh, I do have one announcement here. I don't want to forget. Next Tuesday night is the Kentucky Insurance Industry Dinner. This is the dinner that members of this committee and the Senate committee are invited to each year. It will be held again this year at the Foundry on Broadway. That's 317 West Broadway. It starts at 6 p.m., and all members of the committee are invited to attend.
Mr. Chairman, one more. I would like to obviously introduce my daughter here today. It is Pharmacy Day here on the Hill. It's Dr. Malia Pollock Milby is here and saw the hazing that just went on. And her partner in crime, Miss Dr. Nelda Eads.
Thank you all for being.
Thank you all for being here today.
If there's no more business, we are adjourned.